A ceasefire deal from the UN, but only after countless deaths and billions of dollars in damage to Israel and Lebanon. So how useful is the United Nations? Would the world be a more peaceful and profitable place without it? Gary Kay, what do you say?
Look, I'm a results-oriented guy, and Resolution 1559 gets an F. Darfur, Congo, Sudan. There's just no teeth to their resolutions. They should keep UNICEF, the World Health Organization. As far as keeping peace, they are not doing a good job. Not a necessity to have them anymore, as far as I'm concerned.
Is there a reason for a forum for the nations of the world?
Yeah, there absolutely is, Brenda. Everything that Gary said is beside the point. We need a place where the world's countries can come together and have a discussion with each other. Look at what happened in the first Gulf War. The first President Bush's program never would have been as strong as it was without having the United Nations as a place to get together and talk about it. The fact that it took a month to get to where we are, again, is kind of irrelevant. It might not have happened at all if the countries didn't have a place to come to talk to each other.
But Gary B., they are proven corrupt in many ways, and when you add it all up, it's like, I don't know, they spend like $12 billion a year.
Absolutely. You know, Adam, of course, touts the standard liberal line, you know, give peace a chance. And listen, I agree
I do
in
think
principle,
giving peace a chance.
I agree in principle that that some form of the UN is appropriate. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be this form of the UN. We spend, what, $3 billion a year we give to the UN. What do we see for it? So I think, yes, keep the buildings, keep the, the mission, but revamp everything else and, rework the idea. It's just not working as it's currently implemented.
Yeah, you could fit the UN in your backyard. Okay, yeah. Scott, what do you think?
I think it's corrupt. I think it's anti-American. I think it needs management change. I don't think it's ever prevented a war. But that being said, we need a forum for our leaders to sit down and have a discussion, as contentious and hostile as it may be.
But we could do that at Hilton.
But also, I kind of agree with Gary to a point. They should relocate it out of the United States, put it into the French colonies over in Europe, and let Donald Trump develop the property into nice condos.
Well, I give it to him. All right. Pat, lots of big organizations mess up.
Yeah, I mean, most big organizations have warts. I mean, you want to talk corruption, let's look at the Katrina rebuilding or the Iraq rebuilding. I mean, there's corruption everywhere you have any large organization spending lots and lots of money. Show me where you don't. But on balance, they do more good than harm. The UNICEF is a great organization. There's a lot of humanitarian aid. There is value to having a forum there. So on balance, it does more good than harm.
I don't know. Is that a reason to keep it?
No, I mean, look we had a big tsunami. Who laid out all the money? The Americans made all the donations. The UN didn't even, it was like a secondary. When there was issues that needed to be actually fulfilled, who went in and actually fulfilled it? The Americans and the Allies went in and fulfilled it. I'd say cut it by 90% and then make the bill based on how much energy you use or how much you consume. And I guarantee you, people would change the way they did, the way they ran their businesses and the way that UN would run. I think it should be based on who makes energy and who expends energy. Forget about everything else.
All right, Secretary General Tobin Smith.
Thank you. I'll take that job.
Another terror plot busted. A huge victory for democracy and Wall Street. You won't believe what some here say this plot could have done to the stock market. Next.